All right, hello. It's Saturday night, and we are back for yet another stream. Really excited about this one. Actually, we're making good progress on the P Bandai MG Altron the last few weeks, and today's going to be time to get those dragon fangs done, which should be cool. I think that's the unique feature of this over the regular Shenlong Master Grades. That should be exciting. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. Great day so far. All that good stuff. I had a pretty good day myself. I'll get into that a little bit later, I think. I'm going to jump into the chat, say hello as I usually do. Before I do, though, a couple quick things. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, please hit that like button. It helps get more people to see the stream, which I think is a good thing. Get some more people in this wonderful community we've got going on here. Number two, as we have had for the past month or two, really, moving sale still ongoing. 30% off select items. That collection's over 400 items now. A lot of good stuff in there. Worth taking a look if you haven't in a little while. And this weekend, HG 15 for 15% off. HG kits, decals, and such. That's running through 11:59 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, so you'll want to jump on that today or tomorrow. So definitely take a look if you're on the market for, or you're just curious for your next kit. Jepion is the moving sale. It is in the moving sale. It's a great kit. Built that on stream. I don't know. What was it, a few months ago? Right after it came out, I think. Alright, so I think that's all the catch-up stuff, right? So I'll jump in the chat, say hello, get back to building, and get chatting about today and stuff like that. While I'm saying hello, I guess, what's everybody up to this evening? You guys building along? If so, what are you building tonight? What's up, Wolfpack, Dylan Dull, or B Squad? Going to a concert. Cool, have fun. Spider Monkey, what's up? Matthew Mahoney, how's it going? Started on my HG Raider Gundam, guy small and kind of quick to build. Cool. What's up, Jason S? Lego Yoda, Go Zero, Anthony Sermoshi, what's up? Thomas Dietrich, Lord Kronos, Kilo Delta, Maverick Entity, what's going on? Butter Knuckles, how are you? Lee's Creative Art, what's up, homies? Jumping up from San Fernando Valley. Where is everyone tuning in from? Great question. Where are you guys all at? What's up, Death, Mark D, Ravage, how's it going? Dutch Rushmore, I think I already caught that one earlier. What's up, Dutch? The Bandai ATST, cool, Kilo. What's up, MZ? Bakazicio, what's going on? But the left arm front Gundam base clear 3.0 grams. The 3.0 is a nice kit. Have you built the regular one, or are you just going straight to the clear? What's up, Solid Monkey? P Bandai Gundam Heavyarms Custom EW, loving the build. That's a good kit too. Actually, EW, so it must be the master grade. Esquizoide. Onirico, am I pronouncing that right? I'm building a Motoroid Pat Labor Ingram. Cool, how is it? Some of those Motoroid Pat Labor kits look pretty cool. What's up, Phil? How's it going? Baron Radium, trained from Vestal in New York. Hey, Nick, what's up? Hey, John Ventura. We're starting MG Easy 8 down in Texas. Wolfpack, what's up? San Antonio, Texas here. Went to San Antonio once for a business trip like 10 years ago. Maybe it was longer. Lord Kronos, what's up? MG Psycho Zaku for Ka tonight. Nice. Went straight to the clear. Was able to go to that tour in New Jersey last month. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Paul Kardash, what's up? Our Knuckles Masking, HG Heavyarms Custom in New York. What's up, Pseudo Stooge? Just finishing up the HG Ghouls Delanta now. I'm starting the HG Gundam Mark II Titans version. Nice. Awesome. Alright, so I think that's everyone. I'm all caught up. Working on these Dragon Fangs. I'm excited about that. J2 or J1, the 2, and J1, 1. Some base exclusive stuff looks cool. I don't think they come anywhere remotely close to where I'm at. This is 6x. Okay, 1 2 1 2. I wonder if there's extras or if they get used again later. Shenlong HG Altron MG. Yes, it's the MG. Did the Shenlong some decent number of years ago, and that was a pretty good build. And this has been an awesome one so far. I think I'm enjoying this more than I enjoyed the original for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I think maybe the colors. I'm really looking forward to this, the accessories here. I also like Proto MG. Proto Zero is pretty cool. Really, you can't go wrong with basically any of the MG wing kits, in my opinion. Did mention it being a good day. Here we celebrating my daughter's birthday today. She turns 1 this coming week, so we did the family party today. So that was cool. I guess the only party. I guess you don't really have a party with friends when you're 1. She doesn't get out that much. MG Sandra Customs available on P Bandai right now. Cool. I want to do that one too. That's one I got to do. I think I'm gonna take an intermission from MGs for at least a couple streams, but I'll probably go back to that one pretty soon. Just building and painting my new RG Sword Impulse. Its water slides sound cool. Which water slides are you using? Zero Gauge, what's up? Gonzo A, what's going on? It's my first build. I'm new into these, but I'm already loving the hobby so much. Awesome. Welcome to the hobby. Sim, the only ones I could find. Yeah, decals can be really kind of hit or miss, I think. Opinion, what's a better RG to begin with, RG Tall Geese or RG Wing? I haven't built the RG Wing. The RG Tall Geese, I built the RG Tall Geese 2, which is very similar to the regular Tall Geese. It was a good build. I wouldn't shy away from recommending that one. I'm not sure the Wing might be newer, but they're probably both fine. So we got to catch the live stream again. Haven't been here for a few weeks. Well, welcome back. RG Tall Geese is a good kit. I built the normal and the 3, but I also skip the RG and just go to the MG. They have less small parts. It depends on what you're going for, and how you want to display it. I think they're both. The MG's a good kit too. Dude, I'm waiting for 6 models and more tools to arrive to Ecuador. Built the tall geese. It was a mixed bag to me. Lots of loose parts. Oh, interesting. But the goose, great build. Had the wing in my backlog. This is bad for my addiction. What's up, Ratty? Still need to go register gunplaanonymous.com and point it to the website, I guess. What's up, Adam Champo? What's going on? Excuse me. I want to complete the RG Ava and Pat Labor collections for a start. That's my first mission, but finding some models is such a difficult task. Definitely. Things are produced kind of sporadically, so if it's been a minute since the last reprint of a kit, it can be challenging to find them. Tallgeese was a really fun build, but I prefer the RG wing since I'm not the biggest fan of the advanced MS joint they use for the Tallgeese arms. Interesting. Once you got in a gunpla, you never truly leave. Hello, how's everyone doing today? What's up, Rodrigo? Doing well, thanks. Hey, the Don't Say the F Word podcast, what's going on? Red nubs are cleaning up pretty well too. I've been super impressed by the plastic on this kit. Got me a mini movie theater popcorn maker, boy. Interesting. It's like herpes, once it gets in you, never leaves, just disappears every now and then, comes back hard. See Port Robinson tonight. Concert night. I'm so glad. I'm so ready to know I'm adding details to my custom Barbatos Lupus. What about you? Working on the Dragon Fangs for this MG Altron. These are the last parts to do. Speaking of the Barbatos Lupus, almost all the way through IBO now on the Gundam Info, the first season anyway. Maybe got like one more episode left. We need to stock up on great gum primer balancers. We'll need to stock up on all sanding stuff. Gotta learn how the market works. At first seemed like I was buying stocks or something. There's definitely a little bit of nuance to it, right? Because everything gets produced kind of periodically. It's kind of what makes the collecting side of the hobby, if you treat it as such, interesting. It's not like you can just go to your local store and just buy everything that you want for a collection. Some weathering this week on an RX-78 entry grade. Nice. Entry grades are nice kits. Good ones for trying new things on too. Learning about reprints, back orders, having to wait or chase for some models. Having to wait for it, yeah. It creates some serious challenges. Some serious challenges on the operating a store side too. Because it's not like you're ordering the same stuff every week to make up for the week. Any word on when you'll be getting in the RX-78 2.0? They should be here for this coming week. Not 100% sure on if they will successfully restock this week just because of where things are in the warehouse, but they should be shipping sometime this week. Is there a site where you can see what's being reprinted? I think there is a list somewhere. I don't tend to trust it or really pay attention to it, but I think there is a list, but sometimes things change. Hey, Tim Mott, what's going on? Local store just put out a Discord announcement saying they're getting a decent shipment on Monday. Nice. Catching the stream before my food order is ready for pickup. We've been out of power since Thursday, and our generator in the house with no AC is brutal. Oh yeah, damn hurricanes. Hope no one got too beat up. Yeah, Tim, same for you. Hope you guys are doing okay. Whereabouts are you? I know a bunch of what Florida got hit, and it's working its way up. I had a coworker who's traveling down to North Carolina. Hopefully, doesn't get hit too bad. Good old Florida. Any ideas on when you might get the Coda Mega Man Zero kits? I know there's I think 1 or 2 inbound right now, so probably in about a week. We're getting battered like KFC extra crispy wings. Yeah, it's rough. I'm glad I don't live in an area that gets hit with storms like that on a regular basis. I can't imagine having to just like up and go. Georgia got hit hard. Central Florida got lucky. It was just a lot. Wind and rain. Got a bad too. Oh, great. Atlanta will have all 3 colors on pre-order. Yeah, it's like you're traveling the wrong direction if you're heading towards a storm. I don't know if he changed his plans, but that was his plan for the weekend. So, long weekend into the next week, I guess. Whoops. Gainesville wasn't too bad, but the infrastructure sucks apparently. Well, yeah, you don't have to necessarily be right directly in the path of a storm like that to be significantly affected. Happy I found a P-Bandai RG Ava 04 and RG Ava 00DX for a decent price. Built like 4 kits since the power has been out. There's nothing to do. Yeah, I guess if you got enough light to build, at least you got that, right? Crew working on the HG Heavyarms as we see it, oddly enough. Good kit. I still have to, I've got one in the backlog. I want to build one of those sometime myself. And we're giving away one tonight. We'll be doing that first draw in a little bit. Also, Florida only lost power for 9 minutes. 9 minutes isn't too bad. Been like knock on wood. This desk particle board's probably not really wood for that purpose. I haven't lost power here for a significant amount of time in a little while. Last estimate's 45K out in my area. Florida's a pretty big area too. But you probably also have enough of the storm needs to die down or pass before they can fix things anyway, because I imagine working on downed wires in high winds and rain is probably not safe. Well, the street lights were down for a couple days and it was wild. Wow. HG Heavyarms is a kit that made me want to try to do paint instead of color correcting decals. I've thought about picking up another. I think I got a bunch of HG wing kits in the backlog to do eventually. I want to paint them all, so they've all kind of been sitting for the most part. Grabbed the MG Sandrock Customs past week from P-Bandai. It's the last I needed. I scooped it. Nice. I got one on my backlog. I got the Armadillo as well. I'm going to start watching Gunboat. So vast advice on what to watch first, or really like the 80s and 90s anime aesthetic. I don't know. It's a good question for everybody. When I went back to start watching again, I watched some in like high school, and I went back when I got into the hobby and like interest in all this stuff again, it was, for me, I started with the original. The start, and somehow powered through it. I think it wasn't really my favorite compared to the other ones, but it's wild to hear to have your identity marked on your person in case you die during hell. Jeez. Were they announcing that? That's kind of crazy. There must have been an evacuation order if that was the case, right? We told you a Piccolo color scheme and Shenron for the Dragon Fang. For the Crossbone X2. Mega Man Zero kits. Yeah, there's some Kotobuki Mega Man kits. Recent Saga on the Origin was pretty good. Even though they don't have nice aesthetics, and the other variants of the MG Wing kits, I got the customs. Zero kit's not a Mega Man Zero, if that makes sense. I'm not following everything. I'm super tired today, as I think I am all the time now. Okay, 4 of 6 are done. So the 3 movies that compile the original series alongside 8th MS. War in the Pocket in 83, then do Zeta, ZZ, and CCA. We start with the original series. It's really cool to see all the callbacks to series and the rest of the franchise in the context of 0079. Zero had a different look in the Mega Man X games and Mega Man Zero games. I didn't really play nearly any Mega Man, so pick up some pizza. Be back soon, y'all. See you soon, Tim. What I need is a new Maxi Boost on game. Don't know anything about Maxi Boost either. Thank you to whoever mentioned the Sandrock MG custom IP band. I just ordered that along with the MG Tallgeese 3. Eventually I'll watch everything, I guess, but I don't want to feel like I'm missing context or not getting some references. I mean, the best bet if you don't want to miss references would just be to watch it in release order, probably, since that was kind of their intent. Especially if you don't want to go back and rewatch things later. The Mega Man series from the SNES and PS1, but never had the chance to play the ones from Game Boy or Nintendo DS. I'm taking notes, thank you all for the advice. can imagine some customs resembling the Mega Man characters, either the protagonists or the Mavericks themselves, if someone gets creative enough. Watching release order, almost done Zeta, and I've noticed it doesn't bode well for redheads in the show so far. I'm going to finish this part and then we'll get the first draw of the night set up. Not a big fan of this vinyl tube stuff they use to cover the joints. Oh yeah, we're in the Psychozaku Verkados, Thunderbolt MGs, the trash bag joint cover things. I don't think you're the only one. Alright, so okay, so first draw of the night, we're giving away that HG Heavyarms. Let's do a number from 10 to 700, and what is the first Gundam series you watched? So 10 to 700, first Gundam series you watched. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to wing, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. And 10 to 700, and what's the first Gundam series you watched? Whole lot of wing. Probably mostly all Toonami era introduction to Gundam stuff, I would imagine. If I could more easily ask questions with number answers, interesting to ask. How old everybody is. Should just Voltron count. Few wish for Mercury. Makes sense. I feel like that was a more recent introduction for a lot of people. Does YouTube Analytics say your audience is like 95% from North America? I think probably. I have to look to be sure, but So Digital Baka. I think we're the third episode of Witch from Mercury. Interesting. Witch Mercury was pretty good. Hey, what's up, Amphibious? Working on EFF Hyzak currently. Cool. How is that? How far are you through that? Hyzak's a pretty cool design. Alright, J1, 7 and 8. It's head and torso so far, gotcha. It's probably the high grade. Or is it the master grade? I think I've got the Hyzak master grade in the backlog, I think. HG, nothing like that empty runner feeling. Getting close on some of these. Okay, and I also need XB36. And we'll call time here in just a second, and we'll see if we have a winner. All right. Time is called. Ecuador, so I bought my model kits online, set the US address, and then bring it here. Really wish my local store had more kits to choose from. Yeah, imagine the supply situation. Ecuador must not be super great. All right. What's the question? The question was, what was your first Gundam series? Okay, 329. I don't see a 329. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, we will be drawing again in a little bit. The Del B Mono stickers from you guys, they're awesome. I like the Delphi Monoeye stickers. I've used those on a build. No winners. Cool. Well, we'll be drawing again in a little bit. Put in some decent work on the PackCon vlog last night and today. I think I'm just about done. Got to do a final pass through and watch through it. It's my first time editing anything of that nature, and be really interesting to see what people think of it. So my first time to catch a live, what do you have to do to be entered? So MKK Ultra, first of all, welcome. But periodically throughout the stream, I ask for a number within a certain range and an answer to a question, and then I draw from that range. So we just finished our first draw with no winners, so we will attempt again in a little bit. So when you hear me ask for that number and the answer to that question, drop them in the chat, and then you will be entered. The whole is just being here watching Nick. Maybe the real HG Heavyarms were the friends you made along the way. What's that a reference to, right? Because that's referenced all the time. What's the band playing in the background right now? There's a name to it, but the streaming service says Eric, John, LeBross, Samuel Bryan, something. It attributes the names of the musicians rather than the band. Someone might know. The song's called "The Lion, the Liar" underscore or something. Maybe that's the name of the band. The album, I don't know. So the band let him through. Yeah, edited the vlog up, got that almost done. It's coming out pretty good, I think. My first time attempting to edit a video of that nature. Definitely have a growing list of notes about what I would do next time in terms of filming, especially things that I wasn't able to really notice until I got back to do the editing. But the process was more enjoyable than I would have originally thought it would have been, so kind of looking forward to ODO. Is there a donut review section? No, there's no donuts. I did pass, I think, on my way a place that I think was doing apple cider donuts. So I thought about it. I saw it, and I remembered your reference to donuts the night before. Probably should have stopped for donuts, right? Lion the Liar by City of Ghosts. City of Ghosts, okay. Should have shot a Mecha Warehouse for doing a phenomenal job of pack. My most recent order box looked like it was beat up good and gotten wet inside, but everything's safe inside. Nice. We don't know how music recognition does work even with Dick talking. Interesting. Technology's good like that. Back to the vlog thing, one of the interviews I did, they were making some pretty loud announcements through one of them, and I thought for sure I wouldn't be able to recover the audio at all. It wasn't as bad as I thought to begin with, and then with the some sort of AI-based enhancement process, I managed to knock out a lot of that noise. Sorry, I asked me a question. What tools are you using? No, great question, and I'm happy to answer. So the nippers, I have the Godhand SPN 120 nippers. I've used these for forever. They're nice single-bladed nippers, a little on the pricey side, but they're solid nippers if you take care of them and don't use them to cut things that you shouldn't use to cut. I'm using the Razor Origin from Gun Primer for nub removal. It's a glass file from Gun Primer, and then I also use the Gun Primer Balancers. This one's beat to crap. It's way past its prime. Probably should replace that pretty soon. Probably should have replaced it a while ago. And then also from Gun Primer, the Sand Loop Flex is my soft sponge here I use for some of the more rounded parts. Hate that, getting distracted and realize I missed an entire nub here. Single blade nippers are 100% worth the money. I'm using Godhand PN120, the red handle ones. They're consistently cut cleaner than my blue ones, but the gate is extra thick. I'll use the blues. Interesting. Things about the warehouse. You found a new space, so we're waiting to get out of the old space first. We got to have that locked in. I'm kind of monitoring the situation for new spaces, but I don't want to get too involved until we know when exactly we can move, because I don't want to rent two spaces at the same time. We did have an interesting advancement this week on the getting out of the old space situation. On I think it was a Monday, we had someone actually come look at the space for the first time since we put it on the market, so that's pretty good. We're supposed to hear back late this week, which isn't the best sign that we haven't heard back yet, but knowing how businesses tend to operate and how long it can take to hear from from other businesses in my experience. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're not interested. It could just be, you know, someone needing to sign off on something or something falling behind schedule. Thinking Mecha Warehouse, I'm doing a list to see what I can buy. Sure. If you're using a proxy service, you can check out mechawarehouse.com. We should have all that stuff. Between negotiations, don't worry. Right, exactly. Or they did contact my my agent, and she just hasn't gotten around to send me a note yet either. Like, there's a bunch of reasons. I'm too busy to worry about it too much. The fact that anyone came and saw it was a good sign, though. Good luck to you, Nick. Running a business hard. It definitely is. I used to get a lot of questions like, hey, what's your advice for me? I'm thinking about starting a business or whatever. I feel like my answer to that question now would be different than it was before. And the biggest thing I'd say is just to think long and hard about how bad you want to run a business, because it's a pain in the ass. And how much pain are you prepared to endure? What happened to stowed for you? Well, thanks. I think we'll get it figured out at some point. Just hoping we'll have an option to get out sooner than later. More right-size the space, right-size some of our expenses, and get everything more long-term sustainable. I think we'll get there. Maybe moving closer to the Rochester, New Hampshire area. I'll be closer and hope to be more active in supporting you, my dude. That's cool. Where are you moving from? Many people do not realize that when it's your own business, you're always on the clock. Yeah, right? I was in Friday, because every other Friday I'm typically there. Not always, but that's when the day job, we have a 980 work schedule, so I've got a Friday I'm off every other Friday. And so I tend to use that as a chance to get to the warehouse, catch up on stuff, things like that. And so I was up there, and there were some contractors, and they're working on, I think, some internet or something, some sort of IT thing for one of our neighbors. And our unit has the entry point for that stuff into the building. And at one point, guy had a ladder in front of my office, so I couldn't get back into my office. And he's like, "Oh, you want to go back in your office?" Usually, the people just take advantage of it to not work, and it's like, "Yeah, but I own the business, dude. I'm not just hanging around here to collect a paycheck. I kind of want to actually do the stuff I'm here for." Alright, I'm currently using some cheap nippers, and I'm fighting the urge to build my Type 99 labor carrier, but the marks, my cheap nippers, will stop me. Yeah, a good pair of nippers should help a lot with that. God hands are good. The Disbay 3.0 nippers are in stock finally, as of last week. Those are pretty close to the same quality and a bit cheaper too, so those are worth looking at as well. If you're not painting, especially, really good nippers help a lot. If you're painting, they're not quite as great, I guess, not quite as valuable. Buy the razor and consider the guided 5.0 seems to be most popular. These files can help with marks from cheap nippers too. Sure, I mean they work well together. It's a good combo. Part of it's just technique too. Knowing how to use them can be as important as having the good tools. If you use them improperly, good tools are going to leave marks too. So, how's it going, everybody? It's been a while since I've been able to make it. Time for stream. What's up, Crimson Thunder? How are you? That every once in a while there's a nub that just doesn't seem to want to budge. I'm not really sure why. Man, this has been like an hour on just these first couple pieces of Dragon Fang. It's kind of crazy. Just saying in the OR, good surgeons never have bad instruments, meaning your skills shouldn't be tied to what you're using. Sounds about right. Like you hear the same thing about musicians, right? If you're a good musician, you don't need a really good instrument to play well. I think there's a clip of, was it Herman Lee or whatever, he's a guitarist from Dragon Force. And he's playing like a $50 guitar and making it sound amazing. Alright, so I got these done now. It's 1, 2, 3. You might rather not be cut open with a dull, rusty scalpel. That's true. So those two pieces, J1 5 and 6 times 2. This is an 1800 scalpels aren't resting anymore. I'll have to take off early. See you later, Adam. Have a good evening. It sounds like the baby was happy about something. Yeah. You're probably right. Some nights are better than others. Actually, we'll probably sand this piece and then we'll do our second draw of the night. So we're going to do a number on your fingers too if you aren't careful. Thankfully, I haven't had any issues with nipper-related injuries. I've heard of plenty of scalpel-related injuries. Or maybe a hobby knife, I guess. I guess they're technically not scalpels. All right. All right, second draw of the night. The hobby knife blades are the same as the ones we use in the OR. The generic X-Acto blade is what I would call an 11 blade. Oh, really? That's funny. First off, I need to remember that there's no one magic tool that will instantly remove nub marks. Like when I first got my razor, I was really gung-ho about using it. Yeah, it's like you gotta know how to use the tool and which tool to use when, and like anything, there's no magic bullet that makes everything just perfect for you. All right, so let's do a number from 10 to 450, and what is your favorite tool? Since we're talking tools. 10 to 450, what is your favorite tool? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question, the number has to be the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 450, and what is your favorite tool? If you know anyone in the OR and limited supply who plays for hobby knives. CNC machine. I've never seen someone use a CNC for Gunpla. That'd be entertaining. You said favorite tool. Yeah. Yeah. Be more specific next time. It's like when I teach karate to kids and I say something that in my mind represents exactly what they want, and they'll take it so literally that they do the wrong thing. And I guess it's on me for not being more specific. Thanks for the sub, Austin McAdory. Screw separator tray. Cool. You had no idea you taught karate. That's what my business was. That's why I know how hard it is. Yeah, I run a small karate school here as well. Been doing that for a long time. I am not making money doing that, that's for sure. But I think technically speaking, Mecha Warehouse is my fourth business. My first was a simple consulting business doing embedded software engineering consulting. And then the dojo was number 2. Running concurrently. Tool work is my Mitutoyo micrometers. Interesting. And then I started a small tech startup. Had a product I was trying to make. Ended up abandoning that project during COVID just due to lack of time, and Mecha Warehouse kind of taking off, and then obviously Mecha Warehouse. Style with your practice, I do Ishinryu, Kyokushin. Been doing that for 31 years now. All right, got both those done. Now getting the big pieces here. So I want, let's see, actually let's do the H1s, H1, 4, and 5. Get these out of the way. So here's 4. Okay, then I need I13 and I22. Okay, so I13. Just found some more J runners. I'm assuming there's steps and parts to make even more of these. What's up, Moho? What's up? All right, those are cut out. Okay, I'm gonna call time. Number of bouncer you're using to scratch the gloss, and this is the gray, although it's not so gray anymore due to all the worn off material. So that's the scratch one. If I were not doing gloss coats and matte coats and all that kind of stuff, I'd probably use the white one as well. All right, calling time. Was that number range 10 to 450, I think, this time. 13. Nice, lucky number. I don't see a 13. I'll let you guys confirm if that's the case. We'll be drawing again in a little bit. I'm never going to get 15, am I? I'm realizing now if it took me an hour to do these, it's going to take me like another hour to do the other half of those pieces. So I thought this was going to be the last stream for this. It might not be. It's crazy. Trying not to rush through these. Some nubs on the curved here. I'm sure nobody prefers nub removal at all, but what do you guys think? What's worse? Nubs on a rounded surface that you can get with a soft implement like a sponge versus on a square even surface. I think they're both an absolute pain in the butt. Got the number a few times, once like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and lost it on a dice roll. Rounded concave surface. Oh, that's the worst. I hate when it's concave. Gramps has 2 arms now. Just need a shield, the bazooka, beam gun, and it's done. Cool. Doing fancy with it being a clear kit. Running off square surfaces with the file's the worst feeling ever. Nubs on concave are the worst, and on symmetric parts you can't always get the nippers in there. Only counted it once on the Easy 8 MG, twice on the legs. I feel like the HG Gundam has a pair of nubs on the knees that are really like that. They're just super hard to get to. What's the grit number of the sand lip flex you're using? I'm using 600. It's a good balance of being aggressive without being too aggressive. If I were like not top coating kits, I'd probably use a higher one in there too. Use a couple different grits. Just gonna build it at AB4 for it and then stick it on the shelf. Gotcha. That's cool. I've seen some interesting things done with clear kits, like the half clears or painted inner frames and that kind of stuff. Be a good way to use a clear kit. Gundam knee and the white of the shoulder pads being a little thin bit sticking out. Psycho frame, parts in the MG Banshee, some of the worst for nut placement I've seen. Worst when they're in a valley where tools can't reach without damaging the piece. A kit that comes with some clear parts, the bouncer works very well. You cut it into small pieces for places where the whole stick is hard to reach. Sure, cutting it would cause it to lose its functionality. So I've tried different things and never really had great luck when you can't reach in with it. Sometimes scraping with a X-Acto blade can work pretty well, but not always. I think that's kind of why the sanding sticks and stuff, the little super tiny like metal or carbon fiber ones that you can add like an adhesive backed like sandpaper to. I think that's why those exist. I've never gotten around using it, but I should. Should give it a try. I'm pretty consistently amazed at how long these sand loop flexes last. I feel like the 3M sponges I was using for ages would get not gritty enough pretty fast. I feel like I've been using that sand loop flex forever. General question for the chat: do most of you guys do only Gunpla, or do you do car and military kits as well? It's a great question. I think from past times we've asked similar questions. I think the majority do primarily Gunpla stuff. Some do non-Gundam mecha or related kind of kits, and a very small subsection also build like tanks and planes and cars and other stuff like that. Any snapcutting do that I like design of that doesn't need me to paint. Paint a few tank models, 3D printed Tamiya. I was painting minis and repainted. Wheel swapped Hot Wheels. I think I'm hoping now to do a few cars and Girl Plug. Did one plane and never again. What was wrong with the plane? To a small model show competition today, entered into the sci-fi fantasy category. Said they made the next one have separate Gundam since there was a few mecha. That'd be cool. That's how it starts. Get some more friends to come out, and when it makes sense to them to set up another category, they will. And the more we get gunplay at these local IPMS shows and stuff, the better. Still debating. There's another one here in New Hampshire coming up. Granite Con, I think it's in a few weeks, sometime in October. I have so much going on the last couple weeks. The next few are going to be super busy between birthdays and other things that I'm not sure if I want to get around to it, but I'd like to. So that's going to skip a lot of grits, probably use the old school method. Just built the HG Dual Blitz, and it had some excess plastic in one of the grooves or one of the claw attached to the rocket anchor, so I had to spend about 10 minutes carving out the channel. Games Workshop stuff looks cool, but so expensive. Very true. According to the IPMS judging document, they're supposedly going to expand the gunpla categories next year. Curious to see how it's expanded. When you say IPMS judging, is that for like nationals, or is that just in general? Because a lot of shows just make up their own categories for that, I think. Fuselage and wing gaps were enormous, and I hated looking at it. It was a long while ago, but it put me off even now. Yeah, I think there's a lot of putty involved in doing planes and stuff, filling gaps and the like. Widespread, I think. Interesting. In my experience so far, every show I've been to kind of does their own thing with regard to categories. I don't think there's any... Well, that's loud. I don't think there's any hard and fast rules, per se. Maybe guidelines and recommendations, but I've never seen two shows have the exact same set of categories. Release of Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2, I found myself digging into the lore. Probably specifically won't get into 40k miniatures, but do you think you'll sell 40k? Probably not, just because you technically need a storefront, and we're doing only the online thing. I've thought about it, though. There might come a time where we do. Might dabble in it eventually. I used to play 40k way back, and I would kind of like to get into it if I had time. Nationals, I believe I was reading that earlier today. Okay, maybe that's it. I think that might be where a lot of the local clubs might take inspiration from that, but ultimately it's going to be on what they typically see. Some areas, I think, are more predominantly certain categories for whatever reason. Why do you need a physical storefront? It's part of their like terms of service. I think it has to do with them wanting to create places for people to play and stuff like that. Maybe it's changed, but I remember seeing that a ways back as part of their guidelines. I'm calling it a night. Good night. All happy building. See you later, Matthew. I think they want primarily to have stores that are the kind of places people can go bring their stuff and play a game and whatever, because it helps perpetuate that the hobby in their games. curious how many people here have played or dabbled in 40K, how much crossover there is, whether it be currently or in the past. I said I used to play 40K way back in high school. I thought it was pretty cool. Wasn't super great at painting. I didn't really play with anyone other than my brothers and a few friends, but they were being kind of fun. A Space Marine and Tau army, and eventually had a Warhammer Fantasy Skaven army. That's cool. I played Space Marines when I was in playing that. Tau looked pretty cool. As I respected, if got a storefront for a hobby store, best to have space to do hobby in. Best to get the foot traffic like RC Car Racetrack or Car Tours right. So that one I got in RC Planes and Drones. Never played the tabletop myself, kind of interested in the new video game though. I might pick it up when it goes on sale many moons ago, but that is how I learned to paint. Oh, that's cool. Didn't hear about it until I got in Gunpla Hobby. Just looking at the completed things people have painted. There's definitely some cool stuff. There was a bunch of Warhammer stuff at PacCon, actually. I think they had like a gaming miniatures category or something like that. Some cool stuff there as well. My good friend has a few armies, so I play with him occasionally. I'm in possession of his orc army. I'm going to paint as a favor. That's cool. One of my brothers played orcs. The other one played Imperial Guard. Never played myself. More of a D&D guy. I wanted to paint some other tanks. Because it's too high dollar for me. Yeah, it's definitely an investment. So storefronts often attract impulse buyers. All right, I1 and I2 1. Maybe 4 of these total. Quickly losing confidence in my ability to finish this during the stream. Oh, this runner's gonna be done. I'm doing the Gundam High New right now. Cool. Which High New is the RG or MG? Or HG perhaps? I was playing Orcs and Necrons. Necrons looked cool too. I'm not even sure how much interest I am in playing per se. It's probably might be fun, but just painting the miniatures seems like it would be fun to get into. But I have so many other kits to do that I just don't know if I'll ever have time. MG Vercod, nice. Okay, J1 and J2, 3. Let's runner down. Play respect streamers. I have no idea how you guys do a task, pay attention, respond to chat as well. I can't multitask to save my life. I don't know. Practice. I mean, this is stream 211, and I did Twitch before we started doing YouTube, so I've got a couple years of this down. My painting engine of a 1/32 F4U Corsair. Blah. Hand paint exhausts so far. Well, Nick did like 70 steps on his kit. I'm slow. I don't think I did 70 steps. I feel like I've only done like 5 because of the large number of copies per step in this kit. Make a spreadsheet of my backlog. I feel like that would be a significant task for me. Even like doing an inventory of a store. All right, let's figure out the next draw here. Okay. All right, let's do a number from 10 to 200. And what was the most recent addition to your backlog? Note that down real quick. So 10 to 200, what was your most recent addition to your backlog? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question and the number have to be the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 200. And what was the most recent addition to your backlog? Struggling to paint my Gundam, but I really want to paint my Gundam with a brush. Maybe we got some hand painters in here. I've never hand painted a kit. I've heard that proper thinning in many coats is important. Other than that, I don't know what else to say. Like Necrons, mostly because of being able to paint them with lots of lighting and energy colors on weapons and staff. This was the question range, 10 to 200, and what was the most recent addition to your backlog? A lot of good stuff in there. Or Ailstrike, Savior, Infant Justice Type 2, nice. Suck at hand painting. Hand painting's challenging. Built the MG dual and dry brush entire inner frame. It took a while. Small squad of orcs with 3 empty bases and guns floating, with the joke of them being purple. I don't get the reference. It's probably a reference, right? Like, I could see totally painting, if I got back into 40K, just like painting Space Marines, but painting, you know, small squads from a variety of different armies just to paint different things, you know, rather than building one big cohesive army. So I feel like I'm more interested in the modeling aspect of that hobby, but who knows, I say that and then I'd probably get back on trying to build a big army again. There we go. That piece was challenging to fit in. Have you seen a purple orc? I have not. I don't know what that's. Is that a thing? They went to start MG Zaku 2 2.0 collection. They're great kits. Especially P-Band variants. We love these kits. Purple for orcs, a sneaky color. Okay. The orcs, a joke goes by colors: red fast, heal explosives, blue tanks, purple invisible. But green is the best color. Gotcha. I know about the red being fast thing. I wonder if that came in at more recent edition than when I played. Let's drop that piece twice. Question, most recent kit you added to your backlog? I don't think I've ever seen purple work. I think that's the point, because they're invisible. Isn't that what I just said? I'm going to call time here in just a moment. This one worked better. Is that because I did it already? Okay, I'm going to go. I hope you have fun fishing that kit. Thanks, White Hat Noob. Have a good evening. And my eyes are getting blurry here. Okay, let's call time, because we're going to have to get onto a fourth draw really soon if there's no winner on this one. China robots just getting in just before the time call. Okay, 10 to 200. 178 Mark II. Oh, and we have a winner. But he said he was about to leave. So White Hat Noob is our winner with 178. Let's see if he's still around. Oh man. Hope he gets the sudden urge to come back, right? So this is not the last straw. I'll give it, 10 minutes just in case. If anybody happens to know White Hat Noob. That's so funny. Ben 12, what's up? Any advice for someone who wants to get into Gundam? Any advice for someone who wants to get into Gundam? So, the shows or Gunpla or both, they're both, I feel like, worthwhile to get into. Start playing Jeopardy music. Model building, I don't know the proper term. So a lot of people typically refer to it by what Bandai does. Bandai. Gunpla, which is the portmanteau or the combination of two words. Gundam and plastic model. Or Plamo, which is a combination of plastic and model. So if you're thinking about getting into it, I'd recommend simple kits to start. Get a good pair of nippers. And you don't have to go that crazy with nippers to get started. Get something like an entry grade or some high grades. Be good kits to start with when you're getting into it, and have fun, What row? Honestly, you can't go wrong by just picking a high grade. Looks cool to you. If doesn't come back, if we were nice, we mentioned that. And she waited 30 seconds, so it got in a kit. For me, we keep reminding him over and over. She missed the kit by 30 seconds. Yeah, entry grades are great. I think we have a few entry grades in the moving sale right now. Which are 30% off. And high grades are 15% off this weekend, so if you're looking for stuff, it'd be a good place to look, get a deal. Comments in the 4 videos they have on their channel. I think it might be fun for you to try entry grade on stream with no tools sometime. Oh, that might be interesting. Long time no see, friends. Hello, Nick. Race season come to a close. I'm looking to build now. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? Welcome. Good, I missed this. I bet. That's perfect grade. We have some good videos on the channel too, covering some of the basic info and where to start kind of stuff. Twist on no tools, someone nips everything out and he has to figure out what parts go where. Probably wouldn't be that hard for an entry grade. Sometime I kind of want to repeat the blindfolded Maganac feat. See if I can still do that. Twist on the no tools. I already read that one. All right. Nick, do you see the HG Leo R kit? No, what's the Leo R? Is that different than, was it the S, was it? There was the one that, there's one fancy variant, but I haven't seen that one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Where are the stickers for this one? Might just need to come back to them, I think, because I don't know where they are. Left it with a lance. Looks pretty cool as a long beam staff with long hair. Guess I'll worry about that later. Okay, so I'm gonna give it another like minute or two, and then I'm gonna put up the final draw, assuming that not coming back. Okay, A25. Does that finish off this runner? Pretty sure it does. Okay. And then I 3 and 4, 7 and 8. Got entry grade, but wanted to add some paint detail. Would I need to prime or anything? I painted minis before, but they're all gray plastic at the beginning. Got a goblet building yellow sealer amp Hibius. So nominally you do some paints you probably don't need to. People use Gundam markers, for example, directly on the plastic from time to time. So it's kind of a depends kind of answer on the paint you're using, what other prep you're doing, stuff like that. To say I'm a little annoyed I don't know where the stickers are for this. They got thrown out or if they ended up in a random box somewhere. Calling a night. Grasshopper was the next winner is. See you later, Digital Baka. So White Hat Noob is here next week. Should we tell them it's their kit by 30 seconds or keep it a secret? Can go either way. Not gonna lie, thinking about clipping the whole thing and posting on socials are real this week. All right, so we're gonna call that one. You know what? That's gonna be the question. That will be the question. So final draw of the night, 10 to 60. And should we tell White Hat Noob if they come back next week that they missed it? Yes or no? 10 to 60. Should we tell them that they missed it next week if they come back? One number per person. Do not delete or change number. We only ship US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 60, and do we tell them next week? Pretty resounding yes on that one. So I guess that's the answer there. The bigger question is how much you razz. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen that handle before, so newcomer, so it's not quite the same as if a regular missed it the same way, you know? We're not nice people, are we? I think just clip it for YouTube short. Sounds like something a Gundam villain would say. This is the third time I've seen someone do this. Like, usually wait till after the draw to get up if I need to, just in case. We've had a few like inadvertent ones where they just disappear, but I don't know if we've ever had someone announce that they were taking off and then the number gets pulled. I feel like the thing to do is wait the extra couple minutes for the draw of the number. But then again, you probably figure your odds of winning are so low. Those might be his origin story if we tell them. I could see that being the case. Come back with the handle next week, Black Hat Noob. It'll be the first time someone announced it. At least it was an MG, right? Or a PG. We had someone not stick around to claim their PG prize one time. White Hat Noob puts on the char mask. There's a PG oof, yeah. There's a PG unicorn. I think that's when we started making the rule officially being that you have to be present to win. To try to reinforce the fact that, you know, it's awfully hard to win when you're not actually here. I think after these parts I'll probably call time. These are pretty big, but there's definitely a bunch to go, right? So these actually can get installed all up in here. I'll do those real quick too. I3 and 4, 11. Oh, 10 and 11. Okay, you know what? I'll wait. I'll do those next time. So it's the two parts on the bottom sides of these things. There's the arm attachment stuff. There's the additional links in the chain there. So I think we'll be finishing this next week here. Okay, so let's call time. What did I say? 10 to 60, I think. Yeah, 10 to 60. Here we go. PG, have you built or not yet? I have not yet. I've done two, the GPO1 and the Astray Red Frame. 25. Actually did a reel on the Astray Red Frame for Friday, yesterday. Okay, 25 is the number. So 25. Okay, Kilo Delta. I think there's other winners as well. Butter Knuckles. MZ. Kristen M calls 25, but after I call, no, is it after or before? Nope, before I call time. Kristen M. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. Fisticuffs it is. Pewter PG, Red for Master A, Kai. Again, October, excited. Big die roll. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay. 2 rounds of bare knuckle boxing. Walk into a Smash Bros. Tournament 1 Life battle. Okay, so let's get the virtual die out over here. We're going to use a 4-sided die. So, if it's a 1, it will be Kilo Delta. If it's a 2, it'll be Butter Knuckles. If it's a 3, it's MZ. And if it's 4, it's Kristen M. Straight to the Kelkook. Alright, here we go. Number 4. Rolling a 1. So that would be Kilo Delta. Congratulations, Kilo Delta. So make sure you're here. Yep, looks like you probably are. So, congratulations, Kilo Delta. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com, and we will try to get that sent out this week. Congratulations. And I think that takes us to the end of the stream this week. So, thank you guys for all hanging out with me tonight. Hope you guys had a good time. I did, as usual. Those 2 hours go by super quick. We'll be back next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll finish this thing up, I think for sure this time. Hopefully start on something new. And yeah, don't forget, we do have those 2 sales going on right now. Moving 30 for 30% off select items, and HG 15 for 15% off HG. You can use both codes in the same order, but it will only apply the best of those 2 discounts to whatever items they apply to. And I think that's everything I can think of. So I think I need some sleep. So I'll see you guys all later. Have a good evening, everyone.